Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be discussing Hurricane Elsa. Now, Hurricane Elsa is this newly formed hurricane in the Caribbean, which is going to be possibly affecting portions of the southeast coast, Florida, and or the eastern Gulf. Now, before I get started with this video, I would ask that you subscribe if you like weather-related content, share this video with your friends, family, and social media, check out the comment section below, ask any comments and questions you may have about the storm, and I will respond to them as quickly as possible. So in order to get started, first we're going to be looking at the National Hurricane Center's forecast cone for this storm. National Hurricane Center shows it pretty much past Leeward Islands now, 85 miles an hour, west-northwest to 29 miles an hour. And notice, it shows that cone that's going to be moving northwest, so west-northwesterly motion towards the southwestern tip of Haiti and or Jamaica, and it'll be scraping the southern coast of Cuba, heading north just east of Havana and making landfall at Tampa over Jacksonville, potentially going out to the southeast coast. We don't know yet. That is still way too far out to predict. It may happen and it may not. Now, there's one bone to pick I have. I think it's making that turn too far east, and I want to point out the reason why in just a moment. And the reason I think it's making that turn too far east, well, I think it's going to be flying. I think that be flying literally because it's going 30 miles an hour nearly, and also I think it's going to be continuing to move that west northwesterly direction for a longer anticipated period than what the National Hurricane Center is showing. I think it may make landfall in northeastern Jamaica and then go northeast, northwest towards the western tip of Cuba and then curve around and make landfall in western Florida, really, along the panhandle, because I think there's a high pressure system south of Bermuda and east of the Bahamas that's going to be pushing the storm further to the west than what the National Hurricane Center is currently showing. Again, anything is possible, and they could be very well right, but I just don't think that, what with the strength they're showing at 85 miles an hour, if it does continue strengthening the way it has been strengthening, because I think it became a tropical storm last night, 36 hours ago, and now it's already 85 miles an hour. If it continues strengthening the way we're anticipating, I don't think that it's going to take a path that's going to take it right over the mountainous terrain of central and eastern Cuba, which would, of course, destroy the system and rip it apart, as high mountains tend to. In fact, that's the reason why when you have a tropical system, it tends to avoid those mountains. I think it's going to take a slightly further west path. Before we get into what I actually think is going to happen, I want to point out the current information about the system. So that's what Elsa currently looks like on satellite. It's a very healthy storm. Lots of convection, lots of that gray, white color, a couple of spots of pink, really intense banding. Some of those bands looking really healthy, and obviously we don't have a view of just real satellite. We have infrared satellite. I think it shows that you've got that very deep convection, also that very well defined center in the middle of that white blob to the left, and I think that that's going to mean that if it does track over the central and eastern parts of Cuba, it would wind up weakening, but I don't think it's going to happen because of that high pressure. Now, I want to point out some of the potential tracks the storm could take, as outlined by the model track guidance, which, now there are some models that do point out going to the Gulf, like southwestern tip of Cuba and straight to the Gulf. That's not going to happen. There's wind shear there, which would rip it to shreds. There's also some models saying it's going to track over Hispaniola and do something a bit like Dorian. That's also not going to happen. There's that high pressure system which is going to keep it to the west. Notice there's a large concentration of models on southwest Florida. This is where it gets tricky. If it does track over more of Cuba, it would weaken more, and because it's obviously making landfall very soon after it re-enters water, it wouldn't have much time to re-strengthen if it does weaken into a tropical storm, which I think is likely. I think the red and orange models, so the AEMI and the AVNI, are actually probably the most likely contenders in this scenario. I think it's going to go more to the western part of Cuba and then to the panhandle of Florida. Currently, I'm eyeing Big Bend as a possible landfall, but really, it could make landfall anywhere from Tampa to, let's say, Pensacola, Mobile at the very furthest west. If that were to be the case, it probably would weaken as there is shear in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it's sitting in very warm water, very little wind shear, but it's also moving extremely quickly. And what's interesting about this storm, Elsa, is that, well, generally when you have a system, tropical systems, generally you have to make them move. They have to move pretty slowly in order to go into rapid intensification. Also, it's not expected to go into rapid intensification, but it is expected to get a little bit stronger, and the wind's expected to be a little bit faster um, as it slows down across the central Caribbean Sea and perhaps making landfall in northeast Jamaica and then eventually Cuba. I do want to point out, though, that there is still the possibility it does make landfall in southern Florida. If that were to be the case, it would probably be a landfall as a tropical storm. I want to look at the intensity guidance. A couple of models show it as a Cat 2, Cat 3. I think the most likely outcome is it continues to intensify, and some of these models are showing possibly to a mid-Category 2 hurricane. I don't I don't like that steep drop off. I think it will weaken somewhat when it crosses that western tip of Cuba, but eastern Cuba is a lot more mountainous. I think because the models still haven't caught on to the trend of going further west than what they're currently showing. They're showing it weakening a lot more over the mountainous terrain. If it does wind up taking that path, this would be accurate, but because I think it's not going to take that path due to the high pressure system Bermuda High, it's not going to weaken as much, and if it doesn't weaken as much, it could be a stronger system at landfall. Again, nothing's set in stone. The storm is still a good distance away from when we're actually going to know for certain how it's going to impact the United States. But I do want to point out that there are still existing several possibilities. I want to move on now and take a look at what I'm showing for the system. So obviously, the yellow diamond is the current location of the storm. It's currently situated 80 knots or 85 miles an hour. It's moving west-northwest at 26 miles an hour. I've put it a little bit slower than what the National Hurricane Center is showing. I do think it's going to slow down significantly within the next 24 hours as it reaches, its peak intensity over somewhat south of Hispaniola or in the Jamaica area. I think that'll be its peak intensity. It's going to slowly start weakening from there. But I do also think that there is the potential and the potential does exist for this storm to get stronger. I'm not ruling out the possibility of a major hurricane. I just think it's unlikely with the time it has and because it's moving so quickly. As for the cone, I think I've put anywhere from about central to panhandle Florida. I've even included some portions of the east coast of it. And that's not because I think it's going to make landfall on the east coast. That's because I think there is still that possibility that it makes the turn earlier. Again, not likely, but possible. It's all about pointing out what the possibilities are, and the fact that it isn't likely shows that we do have a pretty good understanding of what the systems are that are in place that are affecting the system. And I think the storm is going to take that path right over the western Cuba. As you can see, my black line takes it right over western Cuba. I do have it headed a little bit more toward Tampa. I think that there's a cold front that could push it further east. But excuse me, but I think there are a lot of possibilities with the storm, which is why it's still really far too early to tell exactly what it's going to do. As for intensity, I think a tropical storm at landfall is a very reasonable guess. Once again, I do thank you for watching today's video. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.